We're back live, and there you see the joyful Erie Strong Vincent players embracing each other, and the gray-headed guy right there, of course, is the jubilant Peter Flynn, winning his first ever AAA State Championship by a score of 70 to 53. And of course, as usual, after every game, both teams, losers and winners, will be getting their gold medallions by the officials of the PIAA. And there you see Sil Basinski. Oh, I'll tell you, he can, even though he lost here tonight, can reflect on all those championships that he won in District 2, the Eastern Finals that he's been in, the great 1961 championship, and when he defeated Hickory Township, and of course coming here to try to take over a very, very strong, as their name implies, Vincent Colonel team from the western part of the state. We'll be back to tell you how the scoring was done, and we'll try to get on the floor with some interviews after the fine ball game. We'll be back at the Hershey Park Arena in a moment. Paul Olis, Joe Zone, and Ken White live from the Hershey Park Arena, where it is history now. Erie Strong Vincent Colonels are officially the 1985 AAA PIAA Championship by virtue of their 70 to 53 victory over the Nanticoke Trojans. Nanticoke never led in the ball game. They trailed 17 to 14 at the quarter, 33-25 at the half, an 8-point lead there, and a 10-point lead by Erie Strong Vincent at the three-quarter mark, 51 to 41, and now the final, 70 to 53, a 17-point victory. District 2 representative Marcia Kitis is presenting the gold medallions as you see them being displayed around the necks of the losing Trojans. Just a reflection of maybe a few tears in the eyes of Gufrovich there, Horline next to him. And now the people on the bench. We'll mention those people. Joe Timko, Damian Andrade, Steven Spencer, Scott Novakoski, and Jeff Thomas, all who were suited up today. And of course, Coach Sil Basinski going only with his starting five of Piatkowski, Shinsky, Horline, Gufrovich, and Safka. So it'll be exiting three seniors for Nanticoke, and as we said earlier, whoever takes over, and there is head coach Sil Basinski. He'll add that to as many trophies that he's received in his trophy case at Nanticoke High School. We'll be back with more from Hershey Park Arena in a moment. There, and so is Zone. All right, we're back here at the Hershey Park Arena. The Trojans have received their medallions that they'll remember for a long time, but in a losing cause. And now the Colonels of Erie Strong Vincent will be introduced, and they will be presented. There you see the loser's trophy being held by Ken Shinsky and Ken Piatkowski, the stalwart duo of Sil Basinski's championship team. Paul Olis, Joe Zone, and Ken White. We'll be back at the Hershey Park Arena. Okay, we're back live apparently, and let's take a look at the big scores in this ball game. We call you Mr. Outside and Mr. Inside. The two big scores for the Colonels, Dickens and Harris. Dickens with 22 points, Harris with 18. The other guy in double figures was Johnny Blanks. Actually, four people, a very balanced scoring by the losing Nanticoke Trojans. It was high man Kenny Shinsky with 15, Gufrovich with 12, and Piatkowski and Safka each chipping in with 10, while Dave Horline knocked in 6 through the hoop. Matt Harris receiving his gold trophy, gold medallion. You'll notice that the losers received silver and the winners received gold. It wasn't exactly a packed house, and I can't imagine that a lot of the people in Nanticoke wondering why they were. Let's take a look at Mr. Dickens, the guy who may be playing for a Division I team this year. This time he dishes off, and it's a two-point play for Dan Gianelli. Well, tomorrow night in the Quad A, here at the Hershey Park Arena, it'll be Carlisle and Bradshire. In the girls, it'll be Plymouth Whitemarsh and Beaver Falls. In the AA, Pine Grove and Bishop McCourt. In AA girls, and Bristol and Bishop Hannum yet to be declared state champions before it's all over tomorrow night. All right, it's all over here at the Hershey Park Arena. Thanks to all the guys in the truck and all of our crew here at Hershey. The final score, it is Erie Strong Vincent 70 and Nanticoke Trojans 53. Paul Ollis, good night. We're off the air. They're going to come back to Kenny. Dave, Andy. Okay, Joe wants to get something for news later. We're back here live at the Hershey Park Arena. And hello to everybody in Erie, WJET-TV. We have Kenny White out there in the center court. He's going to try to get an interview with a successful head coach here, Peter Flynn, making his first appearance in the AAA Championship, and a very, very successful one. There he is right there. And coming right over to congratulate some of the players that you don't see in your picture is head coach the winning players: Dickens, Harris, Smith, Blanks, Beard. So good sportsmanship. As you see, most of the seats are empty right here at the Hershey Park Arena. A very, very happy trip out home west, and probably a long trip up 81 for the Nanticoke Trojans. We certainly hope you enjoyed our live presentation. Thanks to Bill Christian, the executive producer, Andy Cayley in the truck, and of course everybody else involved with putting together a AAA State Championship and seen via satellite on both WNEP-TV, Wilkes-Barre Scranton, and WJE-TV in Erie. Ken White on the court now is going to get a chance to, I believe, talk and find out what was the strategy of Coach Peter Flynn and his...
He said over there to me, what a feeling. These kids have worked for, and they've done such a wonderful job, and they're such great kids that they deserve every accolade they can get. And you can't describe it. I've seen this on other, people have won championships. It's just a feeling inside of you that's just wonderful. This team really put it together tonight. There were very, very few mistakes. You really had to look hard to find a mistake from this team tonight. I don't really think we even played as well as we can play. This is a super team. They're a bunch of great kids, and there's not, I can't say enough about them. They deserve everything they've worked so hard for. They deserve it. That's all I can say. Obviously, this is a night you and your players won't forget for a long time. I'll never forget it, and I don't think they'll ever forget it. Hey, that's it. Congratulations. Hey, that's one. Okay, Paul.
Okay, Kenny, and there they are, a happy bunch. Joe Zone is trying to get over and get some words with, find out what it feels to be like the losing coach in Sil Basinski, who has lost his ball game but has managed to stay around, talk to the reporters, and probably answer some questions what he's going to do with the rest of his career now that he has finally decided to retire after 616 victories. And there you see they're still taking the threads off the net. Of course, each player will get a chance, as they do after every victory. Each player goes up the ladder and cuts down one string, as they can always relish the victory here at the Hershey Park Arena. Even the subs are getting a chance. That is Peter Sala, number 4, up there right now, cutting down the strings. All right, if we can, let's go to Joe Zone out there on the court, and we'll talk to the head coach of the Nanticoke Trojans, Sil Basinski. Joe?
Coach, I guess you pretty much bottom line this in a word. It was rebounding.
Yes, simply, and no other way to put it, Joe, it was just plain rebounding. They limited us to one shot, and they just kept the ball going until they put it in, and basically that's the only answer I could come with. As far as turnovers were concerned, I think they had more than we did. Our shooting percentage wasn't a little bit less than normal, but that was because they kept the boards on us. We didn't get any layups or anything to that effect.
Okay, Coach, congratulations on a spectacular career. You didn't get to go out with the big one, but what a way to go anyway,
The kids had a great year, and I'm just super proud of them.
Okay, congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, there he is, and you can bet your life that basketball won't be too far away from Sil Basinski. I imagine when it all opens up next fall, instead of on the coaching lines, still will be up there in the bleachers, just kind of taking it easy. And again, looking back on his fine career, and of course, still rooting for the Nanticoke Trojans. Well, Ken White, let me ask you, what about Erie Strong Vincent? What can they do to kind of capitalize on such a successful year that they've had here as they go into their plan of attack next year?
Well, I don't know. It's been such a good year. I think basically what they're going to want to do right now is just think about this moment and try to remember it, because it has been quite a long period of time since the Strong Vincent Colonels have even been in a situation to win the state championship like they did tonight. They're still cutting down the net over there, and they're losing a few older players, but we will see some younger players, Matt Harris being one of them, come back next year. But the Strong Vincent Colonels, a great night for them, and congratulations is in order the AAA boys state champions, Strong Vincent Colonels from Erie, Pennsylvania.
And for those Strong Vincent Colonels, the big man Anthony Dickens with a total of 22 points, Matt Harris with 18, and John Blanks with 23. So from the Hershey Park Arena, the final score, Erie Strong Vincent 70, the Nanticoke Trojans 53. This is Paul Olaf for Joe Zone and Ken White. Good night, everybody.